more tip-isms, okay? So people always want to know, how do you make money on social media? So I'm going to give you 5 ways to make money on social media. Number 1, I'm going to say, is invest in yourself and invest in your brand. So what I mean by that is, in order to make money, you have to spend money. That is always going to be a fact. I feel like a lot of times people try to focus on bartering, like let's do a trade, and you don't always get the best quality like that. You don't always get the best commitment from others and the best quality. Sometimes you do, but I think that in order to successfully make some money, you gotta invest in your business, right? I mean, you can't spend all the money you make. Something has to go back to the business. Something has to go back to keep the, business afloat, to keep the business going, to grow the business. So that's the first step. So second tip on making money on social media, I would say, is to create a strong brand and work with influencers, right? Influencers are how you get the traffic. A lot of times it's traffic based to get followers to come to your page. Once they come to your page, now what do you do with them? That's a whole nother question. But working with influencers to sell your product, to get you more followers, to bring brand awareness, those things work. You don't always get to barter with them either. They want money. Their whole influence is a business for them. So you have got to have a budget, and it's a marketing budget. It's just for influencers. I think that works until you have your micro influencers, you have your macro influencers. Right now, you might need to only work with micro to build up to work with the macro. And knowing your audience, you have to know your audience, what that influencer can bring to your business, because all influencers, just because you got a lot of followers, doesn't always equal sales. So you have to know your brand, know your market, and know the influencers market as well. You got to do your research. So my third tip on making money on social media, right, is knowing the times that you're in, focusing on the technology that is working, the social trends that are working, the way you started this year, doing your marketing on social media. It might change. Instagram is changing. TikTok is changing. Facebook is always changing. So, at the top, when you're logging into Instagram and you have a business page, they give you, we created this with Instagram. Right now, it's the reels, right? The pictures are kind of dead. You're not seeing it. You're working against the algorithm. You're working against so many different things. So the focus is always to be, kind of adjust to the times. You don't want to be a one-trick pony, right? You got to stay on top of the times. You got to move with the times. You can't get stuck on the way that things were going this year and think you're going to do it again next year. Sometimes you got to evolve a little bit. You got to roll with the punches. You have to constantly come up with new ways to market your business, to sustain your business, and to grow your business. So stop being a one-trick pony, right? You just always on Facebook because you feel like you get the most followers on Facebook, the most engagement. Figure out a way to get, engagement on TikTok, on Instagram. So my fourth tip on making money on social media is stop hustling out your trunk. Even if you hustling out the trunk, you don't need to show that. And that's just my little slang for saying do business the right way. If you do business the right way, and business will take care of you the right way, if that makes sense, right? So stop doing this Cash App, the Zelle for payments. Cash App me my money. No, send an invoice. Get you a merchant service. There's several. You can work with PayPal. You can work with Square. You can work with all these different, different terminals, right? Different merchant services. Shopify has one. It's a lot of e-commerce businesses and merchants that you can use. Like, I am leery of, if I'm shopping on Instagram, that's where the whole Instagram, these Instagram boutiques, because y'all making it bad out here. No, it's not Cash App me, Apple Pay me, right? If you do Cash App and Apple Pay, it needs to be on your website as a payment option. You don't need to be sending customers your number so that they can sell you. That is very unprofessional. As a buyer, that makes your consumer feel a little leery. It feels a little scammish, with so many different scams going. So if you want to be respected the right way and people to take your business serious, like, go through your proper channels and get all your stuff lined up. your EIN number. You need to be incorporated or LLC or whatever it is. Your business side has got to be set up the correct way. Or I'm not shopping. I just tried to shop last week. I won't name the company, but it was like, yeah, send me a Zelle. Like, no, I don't want to shop with you because I got to send you a Zelle. I want to go on the website. I want to track my shipment that I'm purchasing. You need to be sending, your customers tracking numbers, your thank you for your order email. All those things are automated. It's not even you doing it per se, but make sure your system is lined up the right way. Okay. So the fifth and final tip on making money on social media is customer retention. You guys have got to focus on customer service. Like, that never gets old. That is one way that when you treat people the right way, they had a great shopping experience with you, they will tell somebody, reach out and do an email. All these things are automated on the back end. Hey, how did you like your order? Leave us a review. You'd be so surprised how a little work up front, setting up your systems and your tunnels and your flows the correct way, it'll help you with customer retention and people sharing the word. You may send an email saying, hey sis, take a picture with your item, or leave a review. Word of mouth works. Maybe give them 10% off if they write a review or share a picture and tag you. So customer service is always like a thing, and people remember that. But if they had a super hard time getting in contact with you, you didn't answer your emails, your website auto email says you're going to respond within 24 hours and you don't respond till 6 days later, it's not cool. If you said on your website that it's 2 to 3 days shipping process and you ship it in 2 weeks, that's not cool. You will not get that customer back. And it's something about getting your customers over and over again. Customer retention. Focus on that and you can stay in business.